Well, Neil's just shown his new keyboard. This is my original Model M keyboard, which some say is the best keyboard in the world. Still go for about 150 quid second hand, but I've replaced it with the Keytron, the Vable Keytron keyboard. Yes, or even one of those. It's some say pretty well one of the better keyboards you can buy. It's not looking anything like it did when I bought it a good 4 days ago. It's had lots of revisions to it, and it's going to have a few more. When you get into the world of keyboards, it is a whole world of adventure in the world of keys, the key switches, which I have now got quite a few of, and the key tops and how they look. Say for example, the Model M has what you would call what they called cherry. These cherry ones here, cherry type keycaps along here, and this is what I've replaced my ones. This was originally came with darker keycaps, but due to my eyesight issues, they have very small writing on them, and it's in grey. It looked quite good, but not good for actually reading what was on them, for me anyway. So I've replaced the keycaps, which were cherry, and now into cherry, but sort of a more Model M look, which is sort of creamy and things like that. There's a few issues with the keyboard. There's one called that's got ISO keyboard, and there's I think the ANSI keyboard. ANSIs have this I could get the wrong way around. The sort of larger return key, like both of these have, and the ISO has just a long one here. The other issue is many of these keycaps, not all, come in the American format, so it's quite, you've got to make sure when you're buying keycaps you've got the options for all the UK slight differences to the keys that come around here and on the number 3 with the pound sign and things like that. That's the change. I've gone through a few iterations before this particular key. I went to these type here, which would be called, which would look like the MSA ones here, the more curved, sort of very retro, sort of arched key tops, keycaps as they're called. These are meant to be very good for typing, not so good for gaming, because moving your fingers from side to side, they're too ridged. They do look pretty good, and they're nice and clear. But I found for gaming they were a bit too lumpy. That's another one previous there, white keycaps there. Another bunch of keycaps in there. The other thing inside these machines is the keycaps. So I'm sure, Neil, your one is the keycaps can be removed. There's a little device I've got downstairs that pulls the cap off, and also you turn it round and can pull out. I'm sure, doubtless your one can do, pull out the actual key switches themselves. There's a whole range of these key switch types. The main ones are these 3 here. There is the tactile ones, which is a tactile. No. This is a tactile type, which it's got some weight to it, and then goes boom down. So plate, little weight down. So that's those type if you need it. In some ways, they're trying to emulate this. Ironically, the Model M, though it looks it's all fabled to be good, is actually a membrane keyboard like a Sinclair Spectrum or a Sinclair QL. It looks and feels different because of the way that the springs work on top of it, but it's actually a membrane keyboard, unlike all these newer so-called mechanical keyboards are. So This is one type where you rest on it and push through, or you can get, say, the linear type here, which it's got at the moment, which is, there's no force, it just goes straight down. There's nothing sort of pushing against you initially. Also, the other type are the clickies, which, well, they make a noise when they work, really. Once again, trying to emulate the buckling spring, which is on the Model M. All of these types can come in different levels of pressure that you need to put down on them. Getting the right one, as you can see, can become a bit of an issue. There's so many different levels of pressure on there. I'm probably going to convert this one, take all these out again, and replace them with tactiles. They're tactiles like this one here, but of this type of brand, slightly lighter in the way they push down. Say this Keytron, why I chose the Keytron over the other ones, it's a little bit more left-handed friendly, with my arm that does all the main work is on this side, so the volume knob is on that side, and it's got these shortcut keys which you can send to, like Explorer, or press one like that and it brings up the Explorer, or the other one brings up, or could set that one there to load tanks or whatever. You can configure these, or you can configure any key to do anything such as that, but that's the option. So this was black. I've resprayed, took it to bits. It's a solid aluminium case. It weighs about 6 kilos, this thing. It's a solid lump of aluminium. Bluetooth or wireless or cable, as Neil was saying. And what did I do? I took it to bits, and why did I take it to bits? Oh yeah, just respray it this cream colour. This is with enamel paint, which is still, it's 3 days old now, but still a little tacky. It's getting there, nearly drying out. It's very sturdy enamel paint, quite expensive paint though, about 20 quid for a can of enamel, but that's looking good. I was debating to spray those completely, but for the moment I'm leaving those. That's one issue on the later versions of the Keytron. These are standard size keys like this, rather than these non-standard, which is a stupid idea, slightly smaller keys, so you can't replace those from key tops from here to there. Also got the volume knob. That's about all it's functioning. No numeric keypad. There is an option for a separate one that can sit here and sort of magnetically clamps itself to the side, but I may get that in the future. But this keyboard itself is meant to be the bee's knees, but you can make it however you want with the right keycaps and the right key tops. The choice is yours. There we are.